welcome to my channel Sushant Chesswise. Today we are going to look at a game which is actually continuation from our previous lesson. We are discussing the openings for white. Okay, from now on I will try to make the material in such a way that we decide what we should play as white and what black can do, and then we will see when we are black how to play against white openings. Okay, let's start the game. E4, E5, knight f3, knight c6, bishop c4. This we discussed last time. Both are trying to develop their pieces. So the minor pieces, that is bishop and knight, they try to come out first. Okay, so black also plays the bishop to c5, attacks the f2 pawn. Here I told you last time, both moves, knight c3 and d3, both are correct. We can get the same position in both the ways. Okay, so e3, black played knight f6, white played knight c3, and black played the move d6. Okay, so far both are playing correct, both are developing the pieces. I have one question, the question which I face all the time. Most people ask me, kids especially tell that black is copying white's moves. Okay, so we can say that both are trying to develop the pieces, right? It's a race of development between white and black. So in a racing track, like both people are running, so we are not copying each other. So both are trying to develop their pieces. Okay. Now the problem will be if the same moves are played for a very long time, then the side who is playing second suffers. Then it will be copying. Like if it goes on for a very long number of moves, then it can be a problem. So we'll be looking at that, which is called playing same is called symmetry. So symmetrical pawn moves are made, or symmetrical moves are made in general. So there can be some problems. Okay. Right now things are under control. So at some point black will have to break the symmetry. Let's see that. So now white plays the bishop to g5. He develops the bishop, attacks the knight, pins the knight. Knight cannot move because the queen would be taken. So the knight is pinned, it's unable to move. So next move white will try to bring more attacks on the knight. So this is a stage where black has to actually break the symmetry. So black's correct move here is bishop e6, which we are going to discuss today, because that is one move which we have to know. And we will look at one game first. From this same position, many games were played. There are some other moves as well. We'll try to discuss a few moves today. Black played a castle, and this castle happens to be a big mistake here. Okay. See, generally it's very good to castle. The rook comes out, and the king becomes safe. Okay, but the problem here with castle is already there is one attack on the f6 square. Now white brings second attack on the f6 knight. Now what is happening? This knight cannot capture the knight because queen would be lost. And we see that there are two attacks, okay, which black might think there is not much to worry because one support, two supports. So two attacks and two supports. But the problem is whenever white will take either with bishop or with the knight, then black cannot take with the queen. He has to take with the pawn, and the king will be opened. King position will be opened. So that is the problem with castle here. So let's look at the game here. What happened? I'll show you some variations as well. In the game, black went bishop g4. So one of the main reasons that black lost the game was one was castle, and second is bishop g4, after which things become very difficult. Now white's plan is very simple. He wants to take on f6, bishop into f6, pawn will have to take, and then he will try to play his queen from d2 to f6. The queen will go near the king position is very weak there. But if queen d2 is played right now, black can play king to g7 and stop this queen from coming to f6. So white plays very smartly here. White in the game, instead of taking f6 first, see the f6 knight is not running away. So white started with queen d2 first here. Okay, now the queen is ready to come to the h6 square, and black doesn't have the move king g7. Okay, so now already this position we can say losing. There is no defense to this bishop f6. So black played bishop into knight. to which white could also capture the bishop, but white has a very strong move. He takes the knight first, queen is attacked. Okay, now bishop attacks the queen and pawn attacks the bishop. So two things are attacked. So pawn takes the bishop, and now we see again that pawn can take the bishop. Okay, and rook will join the attack, but white has a very strong move. Instead of capturing the bishop, white directly goes queen h6. See, the queen comes near the king, and that was the main problem of castling. The move castle was bad because black had to take g into f6. If black didn't have to take g into f6, things would have been okay. But now there is no difference in the game. Black saved the bishop to g4. If he takes bishop into g2, we can either go rook g1, pin the bishop. See, bishop cannot move because of check, and white will win, or he can take knight into f6 check like in the game. So here he played bishop to g4. He saved the bishop. Now see, there are two attacks. The knight and the queen, and the support is only the queen. So here see, only other piece is supporting, not the king. So knight takes the pawn with a check. Okay, and it was forced for black to give up the queen here, after which white would have won the game anyways. But black played king h8 and white played queen h7, and black got mated in the game. So these are all old games, but we get to learn a lot about these games. We'll go back to an earlier position and check what were the variations. So now coming back to the position after castle knight d5, just now we saw that black played bg4. Okay, there are some other moves. Suppose black played h6 and tried to drive the bishop away, but h6 happens to be an outright blunder. So we see that this pawn is now supporting both the knight and the pawn. Okay, so white takes knight into knight with a check. Okay, so now he has to capture with the pawn only. He cannot take with the queen because of the bishop. So pawn takes the knight, and this pawn is now unsupported. So bishop simply takes the pawn. Not only we get the pawn, see, more than the pawn, the king, black king is totally opened. So now what happens? He saves the rook, and white plays a very strong move here. See, usually it is said the knight is going to the corner of the board, means the knight is becoming bad. Okay, but remember the difference between corner of the board and going near the king. Here the knight is trying to go near the king. Okay, after developing the pieces, we try to do two things. We either take the piece to the center, or the piece tries to go to the king side, means towards the opponent's king. So this knight is not only going itself towards the king side, but it's making path for the queen. So if the queen manages on g4 or h5, immediately he will be winning. From h5 will attack f7, and if bishop is stopping g4 right now, if bishop is played to e6, then if bg6, b6 is a blunder. Okay, bishop takes, pawn takes, queen check. Now wherever the king moves, king f7, then qg7 mate, king h7, then also qg7 mate, and king goes to h8, then also qg7 mate. So this is what happens to the after the move h6. Let's look at one more variation. Now we have looked at two moves after nd5. One was h6 and other was bishop to g4. Black has one last chance. He can try to attack this knight. Because of the knight, we noted in the earlier variation that knight f6 check and mate was possible. So black wants to eliminate the knight here. So whenever this knight is attacked by the bishop, so in next move black can take the knight, right? So what white does here, he takes this knight not with the bishop but with the knight instead, because next move black would have taken the knight with the bishop and mate wouldn't be possible anyways. So pawn takes the knight, okay, forced, and now again bishop goes to h6. Very similar idea to the previous line. Rook is attacked, and moment the rook moves, again the knight comes to h4. See, this idea is very useful here. Now if bishop takes the bishop, then queen g4 check and mate next move. And if he doesn't take, then we are about to take on e6 and mate on g4. So black played the move queen d7. Okay, nice move. He supported the bishop. So if bishop takes the bishop, then queen takes, and queen cannot come to g4. But white was very smart. He noted that the queen moved from d8 to d7, means this is unsupported. So he played the queen to f3, attacking the f6 pawn, and now there is almost no defense because queen f6, then queen g7 mates. Black had to play queen e7, okay, and after queen e7, white had actually many moves here. He can play queen to g3 check, and see queen g3 check, bishop forced to come to g4 because next move it's mate anyways. So black can just prolong the game. Queen g4 check, king has to go to h8, and queen g7 mates. So black gave the bishop just to prolong the game. We see that in all variations black is not able to defend the game. So what we learned here, the move castle is bad. So let's look at the black's correct move bishop e6 and see how the game goes on. So let's look at the correct move now. Just now we saw that castling was blunder and black had faced lot of problems because of castling at a wrong time of the game. Okay, so black plays bishop e6 here, which happens to be a good move. Now if bishop takes the bishop, as I mentioned earlier, then the pawn will take the bishop. The pawn comes near the center. See, many people have the misconception that doubled pawns are bad. See, doubled pawns are not bad unless they are alone. Okay, so here the doubled pawns are controlling the center very well. See, this pawn is controlling here, and the e5 pawn is also controlling d4. And when the f pawn is moving here, there is no problem on this diagonal. So after castle, in fact, black's rook will be very well placed. It will be on the open file. So this we will discuss in much more detail when we see openings for black. Okay, right now we will see what white should do after the move bishop e6. After b6, now black wants to take this pawn, and white's pawn will go away from the center. So these double pawns may not be that good. So white plays the knight to d5, still bringing attack on the knight. Now black cannot keep it like this because then he will have to take a doubled pawn when white takes with the bishop. So these doubled pawns are bad if castle is done here. So what black does best, he takes bishop into knight. Now if pawn takes bishop, then what happens? It looks like pawn attacks the knight. It's a good thing, but the bishop will be locked permanently. So the bishop will not be active anymore. So it is better to take with the bishop. So if pawn takes, then black's knight can come to the center and exchanges will happen and white's bishop will be stuck. So white should take with the bishop here. And now after the move castle, white has two ways. White can also castle here, or I generally suggest the move queen d2. Queen will move one step up and white will do long castle, and he can try to attack along the black's king side, maybe by moving the knight coming to f5. When we will learn how to create attack on the king, we will discuss how to take the pieces over there. So white has a plan here. So plan means what? The idea which we have in mind, the moves may not be forced. Something like this white can try to do. This knight can go to f5 and then try to attack the g7 square. So white can play this kind of moves depending on what black plays. Okay, so this is a plan. So after every opening we must know the idea what we want to do. So this is the position where I think we can say if we are playing white pieces and black plays this way, we can get till this position and we know the plan. So benefit of knowing a plan is we know the opening and we know how to continue. So it's already known to us. If the opponent doesn't know, he has to find his way and think about it. Okay, I hope you understood and learned a lot from this game. Okay, do like, share and subscribe the channel. Okay, thanks for your time.